Okay, this video is all about the poem Valentine by Carol and Duffy. I'd like you to use it for preparation for the lesson and also for revision, obviously for studying for the exam. I've done the annotated copy, which I will be giving to you to put into your books, but I also want to use this resource to help you understand the poem. The first thing is Valentine the word has positive connotations of love and romance. So if we just had the title of this poem, we might think it would be about love and romance. And it is, but not in the positive form. The first word, not, this immediately changes the tone. It's a negative word, I suppose. And it's not a red rose or a satin heart. So the imagery of what love is, this isn't it. This isn't it for this individual, for this speaker. This is not what love or what Valentine means to them. Again, the line is separated to reinforce it, so it stands out. We then go to the first line of the second stanza, I. This is a personal poem. We have a first person narrative voice, I. I give you an onion. Now, again, when we think of Valentine's, we would expect in chocolates, rose, satin heart, but this person's saying no. I give you an onion. The give is quite a commanding verb. An onion here is a strange thing to give, but when we think about it a bit more detail, the onion in this poem is used an extended metaphor. So the onion is love, but not just once, not just in this line where it would just be a metaphor. It's used throughout this stanza and throughout the poem. So we call it an extended metaphor, where you repeatedly refer to how an onion is like something else, in this case love. When we think of an onion, well, how is it like love? Well, it has the different layers, okay? That's the different stages of love, maybe when you first meet someone, ultimately when you marry them, I suppose, and maybe have children. There's also different types of love, okay? So there's different layers of love. You might also have how, as in the poem, an onion can stink, love can stink. How, in the negative sense of how it can be bad, how an onion makes you cry, again, how love can make you cry. And this is what the writer's trying to do. An onion, particularly a white onion, might look the shape, the appearance of the moon. The moon is associated with love, it's a symbol of love. Here it's wrapped though in brown paper. Again, brown, hint towards darkness. Again, it's wrapped up, it's covered. The love here isn't allowed to shine, isn't allowed to develop as it naturally would. It, well, what is it? That's the onion. Well, an onion can't promise anything. Love can't promise anything to it. It's personified here. It promises light. Now, light is a positive thing, but the word it promises light, it almost hints at that it promised that, but it never fulfilled that. Like the careful undressing of love. So again, the peeling away of the onion, the peeling away of clothes here, the peeling away of getting to know someone that is associated with love. So the connotation here is that it should be these certain things, but it's not. This word here, again, it is a bit like I give. Later on, we've got take it. It's commanding language. This takes away the loving tone, I suppose, that we would expect, makes it quite fierce, quite harsh. I will blind you with tears like a lover. It will make your reflection a wobbling photo of grief. Again, here, love isn't positive. The metaphor again is that onions make us cry, love makes us cry. I'm trying to be truthful. This is, again, reinforces the personal tone. The trying rather than makes it less definitive. I'm trying to do this. The line is by itself again to make it stand out. We almost then have a repetition of what we have in the first, I suppose, part of the poem, where we have not again. So it's not a cue card, it's not a kissogram. Again, I give you an onion. So it's reinforcing this metaphor. Here's some of the language, some of the word choices are very important. We have fierce, we have possessive. Now, when we think of love, I suppose fierce could be used in terms of passion. Possessive, though, I suppose loyalty maybe, but these words have negative connotations. It's almost as if fierce has violent imagery with it. When you bite an onion, or when a raw onion maybe in particular, but when you eat onion in any sort of food, it has got a strong taste. Here, again, that strength it has been, in terms of a metaphor, applied to the strength of potential of love in the sense of how violent it can possibly be. Possessive here links to shrink. Again, shrink, the hoops of an onion ring can link to a wedding ring, okay, as a metaphor, but shrink here, not placed like a wedding ring, but shrink here really hints at, I think, being trapped, okay, being possessed, not allowed to have that freedom. We do get this unity of we here, which is surprising because it contrasts with the I, the individual. As we are for as long as we are. Now, normally when you get married, it is till death do us part. But here it doesn't seem as certain. For as long as we are, that could be next week, that could be tomorrow, that could be till death do us part. Again, it's not what we would expect, I suppose. It's not what Valentine's is about. Take it. Again, take it as platinum loops shrink to a wedding ring. Again, here, this is a marriage proposal, but it's not very particularly loving. If you like, take it. If you like, it's like the person isn't bothered. It's like they're not certain. It's like that this isn't a relationship that they want. Now, this could be what was said to them, or it could be what they say. I would infer that it's maybe what was said to them. I don't know. The last stanza is very important. Lethal. How is an onion lethal? How is love lethal? At first, well, we don't get it. I think the hint here, particularly with the onion, is that, well, an onion isn't lethal, but you use a knife to cut an onion, which is lethal. Again, love isn't lethal, but if you bring a knife into the situation, into the relationship, it can become lethal. I think this whole poem links at what love should be, stereotypically via Valentine's, and this person's experience of what it really is. They're not saying it's like this for everyone. The strong I think, is very much them. But it does talk about how for them, love isn't what we expect. It's not that. It is something different. I've highlighted in blue the poetic features, the language features that you would be expected to reference to know. Personification makes love seem more real. The commanding language, the definitive verbs, makes the person seem more certain about their views about love via experience. We have a simile to compare the onion to love. We have the extended metaphor, the repetition of that onion and how it is like love. And then we have some keywords at the end with violent imagery. So again, hopefully this will help you in preparation for the lesson. Hopefully it will also help you in revision in terms of Valentine.